Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Junior Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 25. Today, Juice Junior takes another trip down a different path. We finished up his career with the Yankees. He spent 3 seasons in New York, made the World Series one time, and you'll never guess the team that the New York Yankees matched up with in the World Series. Yes, it was the New York Mets. Juice's former team, the team that drafted him all those years ago. And you'll never guess what happened. You'll probably guess by the way that I'm building this up. Juice finally lost a World Series in his career. It's sad. It's heartbreaking. Juice Jr. is no longer undefeated in the World Series. And to make it even worse, to pour salt on the wound, it was against the team that drafted him all those years ago. The New York Mets beat the Yankees in the World Series. Juice was doing his best. He was putting up legendary numbers, but the team around him just could not keep the Mets off the scoreboard, and we couldn't get the job done. So we played in the World Series one of the 3 years we were here in New York with the Yankees. We lost it to the Mets. We also managed to get ourselves another couple trophies. We managed to get ourselves a home run derby. I'll put up a picture right now of Juice winning the home run derby. It was pretty awesome. I finally got it done. I wasn't really even sure I was going to be able to get it done the way that I was hitting the home runs at the beginning, but I finally was able to secure it. We got a home run derby, so that we can put in the trophy cabinet. The craziest part about Juice Jr.'s career, he's not simulating very well at all. He's really not. Especially pitching. Like, he is struggling very, very much in pitching, and maybe that could be his stats being lower, but he is struggling to get strikeouts. He's struggling to get wins. He's struggling to do a lot of stuff. And as you can see, he only had 14 home runs. 14 home runs in his entire season. Now, he did get hurt for a month or two this year, which he does get hurt a lot. He's very injury prone. But only 14 home runs. He is not simulating very well at the plate or on the mound. It's not like his dad simulated unbelievable. Juice Sr. simulated crazy well. But Juice Jr. is not simulating that well. Now, we are in the offseason. We did make it. This is the final year of the contract, by the way. This was year number 3. We did make it to the playoffs in year number 3, but we lost in 3 games to the White Sox. I couldn't beat them. They were too much for me. Same thing kind of with the Mets in the World Series. So, unfortunately, we make the playoffs 2 out of 3 years. We make it to the World Series 1 year, but nothing successful, truly successful, comes from this New York Yankee contract. But our contract is up. As you may have noticed, we are 30 years old now. Juice Jr. is 30 years old. His career is really starting to wind down, you would think. I mean, I don't know how much longer he's got. Maybe 1 or 2 more big-time contracts, maybe like 1 or 2 more 3-year deals, I would think, so maybe like 6 years left. You never know. Juice Sr., I think, played until he's 40, or in his 40s. So you never really know what Juice Jr. is going to do. But let's start the offseason here. We've got a Yankee contract. They want us to stay around for 4 more seasons, but I am going to say no to that. What do we got here? Oh, I also want to, before we continue with the conversation with Stephanie Saunders, I also want to mention that I switched back to third base with the Yankees during the time with the Yankees, so now we're going to be starting pitcher third base again. So I just wanted to mention that before I forgot. All right, so let's continue this conversation. What do we got here? Have you given any more thought to retirement? Oh! So once you just cross 30, you just get this opportunity? Oh. Honestly, I'm ready to retire. Time to leave the field open for some new rookies. Remind me again what happened, or what would it even look like. Oh. Well, this is interesting. Now that we're in our 30s, I'm guessing she'll just have to say this every few years? Well, that's interesting. Now I guess we can choose when we're going to be done and not have to worry about, oh, when is Juice going to retire? We can choose it. Okay, I don't think he's ready to retire just yet. I'm not going to be done just yet. But I do want to see what this says. I'm going to pick the man. Remind me again what that even would look like. Let's pick that. See what happens. Well, if you want to retire now, that's pretty much it. It'll process the request, then let the media know, and then boom, you're retired. Okay, well, that's pretty simple. Otherwise, I'll check back in at the end of every season, and we can... Okay, so she'll come back every single offseason and ask if I'm ready to retire. That gives me a good idea of how to manage how much longer we can go in this series. How many more years? I want to keep playing for at least another season. We're not going to be done yet. We're not done yet. We're only 30. We've only got one World Series championship. We don't have any MVPs. We've got one Cy Young. Like, we're not done yet. We are not done just yet. So we're not retiring. But I am curious about what contracts I'm going to be offered here. So here we go. The Mariners, the Brewers, and the Padres all offering me 4-year deals. I'm not sure if I want to stay on a team for 4 years. The Yankees withdrew their contract offer. I don't really want to go to Seattle. I mean, they had 99 wins this year, which is pretty decent. I don't know if I want to go to Seattle or not. The Guardians withdrew their contract offer. The Brewers, Padres, and Cubs. I'm kind of waiting for the Reds to offer me a contract. I don't know if they will, though. The Twins, Brewers, and Cubs now. So the Twins are in on a contract offer. We might take this deep into the offseason here. I'm not sure what team I want to go to. The Padres are back in. So they withdrew their contract and then they come back in. I'm not sure where I want to go. The Yankees are back in, so they lowered their offer, but they're back in now. The Astros are in now. They went 68-94. I kind of was thinking about going to the Astros at one point, but I can't go to a 68-win baseball team. That'd be crazy. All right, we're in dangerous times here. We're going to have to choose a team. I can't go back to the Yankees. The Twins are back in on us, 84-78. Do we just go to Minnesota for a couple of years? Because we're not really getting that many decent offers. I want to play for the Reds. We might go to Minnesota. For a couple of seasons. I would knock this down to 2 years. They've got Paul Skeens on their roster. Okay, that's interesting. We might go to Minnesota and then raise it up to a decent contract offer at least. They're offering me 3 years, 71 mil. I don't really want to be here for 3 years. But if you ask me maybe like 2 years, 30 mil, I could do 2 years, 30 mil. To play in Minnesota. So if I get 2 years, 30 mil, they aren't able to accept my terms, but they're willing to offer me a 3-year 81.1. I don't really want to do 3 years, 81.1. I don't want to do 3 years, 81.1. I know I'm losing a lot of money. It's not really about the money. It's a video game. I think I want to do 2 years. What about 2 years, 50 mil? Okay, so the Twins have accepted a 2-year, $50 million contract, and we will play for the Minnesota Twins for the next 2 seasons. Me and Paul Skeens teaming up. Maybe I can meet Livy Dunn. You never know. Let's advance to the regular season. Okay. We are now here in Minnesota. We've gotten our number 2 back. That's nice. And I think it might be time for a change to our look. We're no longer a Yankee, so we don't have to go with the hair or the facial hair. We could go with the long straight. I want to go with the progression of the hair, so it might be this one, the long curly. I could see that one being the hairstyle. What about the beard style? Let's get rid of the Euro style. We'll go maybe for a more... Do we want to go for a more elegant look, or do we want to go full caveman? I think Juice Sr. went full caveman at one point, or at least he went Santa. He went full Santa at one point. I don't know how big of a beard I want to go for. If I even want a beard. Maybe we go clean shaven for a season? Well, not clean shaven, but maybe we go subtle for a season or 2. Or mustache. Maybe we go full mustache for a year. The handlebar could be a choice. The handlebar is a choice. We go Wolverine. I'm not really sure which facial hair style I want to go with. The Woodsman doesn't look bad. The Dictator's funny. I like the Dictator. What about the animal? The backwoods chic. We could go full mustache or full beard. I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm feeling. I kind of like the rugged flair. I think I like that one the best. I think, yeah, there we go. Now we're in Minnesota. Now we're in Minnesota. We go the full beard. I think that'll be our look for season. These 2 seasons in Minnesota. We've got some package, at least 1 package to open. Okay, 2. We've got 2 packages to open from our time simulating in New York. Are we gonna get any diamond stuff? We get a diamond bat. I think we have a diamond bat already. We need like a diamond glove or something, or diamond shoes. I think we have diamond shoes. A bunch of silver stuff. I think we already have a diamond bat. So really the only reason to change it would be for the bat skin. Yeah, we're already rocking a bunch of different diamond bats. What's this one? This one is a firefighter bat. That one kind of looks cool. We're rocking the maple right now. We could go with the crayon bat. I think I'm going to stick with the maple. We need some diamond gloves is what we need. That's what we need. What about... I kind of look like Charlie Blackmon a little bit. What about anything else here? Get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at the team before we jump into the regular season. So we are currently the 3rd starting pitcher on the roster, and we are the best overall 3rd baseman on the roster. Okay, so that's good to know. This team is really weird. They've got Jacques Caglione. They've got Luis Garcia. You got Brady House. Big Christmas, John Kenzie Noel in Minnesota is kind of funny. But I think the last thing we should do before we jump into these first games as a Twin is to play the first series or 2, or play the first couple series with the Mets. What? I can't even speak. I don't even know what I'm saying. Before we play the first couple series with the Twins is to spend our tokens that we have. And I think I need to make sure that we simulate a little bit better. Maybe we should start to break into the pitches. Although we kind of already have technically by upgrading through the off days. We've kind of we have a 99 velocity. Our control's not very good. Oops, I didn't mean to back out there. We just need to simulate better. Our per 9s need to go up. Let's spend a few on our per 9s, and we'll spend the rest on our contact. Let's buy those upgrades. We go up to an 87 overall starting pitcher. I don't remember what Paul Skeen's overall was. All right, we go up there a little bit, and then I guess we'll spend the last couple into fielding, just because. So we're an 87 overall starting pitcher, 82 overall third baseman. What is our overall now in the roster? So Paul Skeen's 94, 89 for Kareem Finn, who's a 30-year-old. Okay, good for him. He's here. Looking pretty awesome. He was drafted in 2025, second round. And then it's us. And then obviously we're an 82 overall third baseman, so we are the best third baseman on roster. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. I just hope we simulate better, because as you saw, our stats are just not great in terms of simulation. I don't really know what to do. Like, I'm not going to play every single game. If I play every single game, I'd obviously win MVP and do all that kind of stuff, but I don't want to do that. But our numbers are not great. They're simply not that great. We've won a few awards, but no MVPs is crazy. I don't know. We'll see if we can get there. Let's jump in and play this opening day series against, I think it was the Tigers, right? Former team that we played against, or played on, the Tigers. We won a World Series with the Detroit Tigers. So we have some history here. Let's go and play this series against the Twins. We might play the series against the Pirates. I'm not sure yet, but let's open up our career with Minnesota here against the Tigers. Former team as well. All right, we are starting in the field. Paul Skeen's on the mound. That's going to be a shot right to me. And that's a catch. Look at that. The new hair. The new hair is rocking and a rolling. All right, got a Bosch challenge here going up against Derek Ratto. Derek Ratto? I don't know how to say his name. Whoever it is, we're going up against him. We need to have a crazy good season here. And that's not a good start. That's an immediate out. Okay, not off to a great start here. We're in the bottom of the fifth now. Come on, Juice, figure it out. Figure it out. It's not that hard to hit a baseball. That's got some carry to it, but I think it might get caught. Yeah, it's going to get caught by the center fielder. Oh, 0 for 2. We started bad in the Yankees, didn't we? When we debuted for the Yankees last episode, I'm pretty sure. We are just not playing good baseball. There we go. That's a big-time hit. That should be a home run. And it is. First home run as a Minnesota Twin. The fireworks going crazy. 400 feet. Juice off to a big start here. I'm not sure what career home run number that is. We should be around 300, I would think. Maybe like 270 something home runs. I guess I could check if we go to our stats. Player stats, Twins. How many career home runs we have? We have 327. We have 327, which, I mean, now we have 328. So we've gotten the 300 home run club. I'd like to get to 400 home runs before we end our career. I'd like to get to 500 home runs, but we'd have to have some crazy seasons. Oh, that's mashed. That ball is absolutely torched into left center field there. That's another home run here in the bottom of the ninth. We're going to lose this opening day game to the Tigers, but at least we had 2 home runs. I'll take it. At this point in our career, we're really only out for ourselves. I mean, if we get a team that simulates well and we can win a World Series again, that'd be awesome. I don't think we're going to match the career that his father had, but you know what? It's really hard to match your father's career when you play the same profession. Just ask Michael Jordan's kid and LeBron's kid and all that kind of stuff. When you're the son of the greatest of all time and you play the same sport as your father, it's kind of hard to match the career that they had. But, I mean, Juice is putting together a pretty solid career. I'd probably give him a Hall of Fame. I mean, he's got a Cy Young. He's got, hopefully, around 400 career home runs. He's got a World Series, a Rookie of the Year. He's got a Home Run Derby. I mean, he's got awards. He's got awards. And he was the first overall pick in the draft, so he'd be, the second ever first overall pick to get put in the Hall of Fame. I think Ken Griffey Jr. was the first ever MLB draft pick or first round for what? I cannot speak today. I apologize. The first ever first overall pick to get put in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure Griffey was that. So we would be the second. Until obviously like Mike Trout, Bryce Harper, they go in the Hall of Fame. Okay, game number 2 is not going as easy as game number 1 was. We are just not putting together the hits that we want to. What are we doing here? Let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. There we go. That's what we needed to do. A little bit late in the game, in the bottom of the 8th, but at least we put one in the stands. It's another home run. We got to put together as many home runs as we physically can. We make it to the bottom of the 9th, we have a chance to walk it off here. First win of the season is in our grasp. We can do this. It's not... Is it going to be a home run? No, it's not going to be a home run, but it has a chance to get the tie. It's not going to be a walk-off. Oh, I really wish that would have been a walk-off, man. It's 4-4. Do we jump in? No, let's simulate to the end. Are we going to win? Hey! We win the game on a walk-off. Congratulations. We win the game on a walk-off. We hit a home run in that game. We also brought in the tying run in the bottom of the 9th. So, I mean, I guess that's a little successful. And we're signing autographs for the fans here in Minnesota. Love to see it. Oh, we're on the mound today. Okay, might as well get a pitching performance in this episode. Let's just go with this one up here. All right, I haven't pitched in a minute, so here we go. Juice on the mound for the first time as a Minnesota Twin. And like I said, I don't know why the simulation numbers have not been good. Maybe it's because he's a low overall. I don't know. I feel like our sim stats are pretty decent. I mean, yeah, we don't have the greatest all-around numbers. Like, our per nines aren't fantastic, but they should be good enough to simulate us decently well. Like, we've been struggling. We have been struggling. If we didn't play most of that rookie year, we probably wouldn't have many awards at all. The way that our simming has gone. But maybe this year can be different. Maybe this Twins team can ride the hot hand and we can just absolutely cook. Who knows? We've thrown a perfect game. I think I've thrown a perfect game in all the teams I've been on, because obviously we threw one with the Mets. I think we threw one with the Tigers at some point. I'm pretty sure we threw one with the Yankees. And then we got to throw one with the Twins. We got to throw one with the Twins. I'm kind of upset that the Reds haven't even thrown me an offer out here. Like, why you got to disrespect me like that? They didn't offer Juice Sr. a contract at all? You're not offering Juice Jr. a contract? Like, what are we doing here? Let's get Juice Jr. on the Reds. The Reds are on the radio. We need to give ourselves some insurance. If nobody else is going to do it, we got to do it ourselves here. Let's see what we got. Boom. That's going to be right to the third baseman. Okay, so no insurance on that, I bet. I mean, it's just some of the hits that I'm hitting here, I feel like should be base hits, but they're just not going very well. I do want to quickly check what our career total is in hits. We've got 1,200 hits in our career, so I'd like to also retire before we get to, or after we get 2,000. I mean, I'd love to get 3,000 hits, but that's going to be almost impossible at this point. We're already 30. Maybe if we didn't go to college, because that wasted, like, what, 4 years of our career or our life. we were in college. We did win a championship, though. But we came into the league earlier than Juice Sr. did. He came in as, what, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, whatever the youngest you can be. So we got a later start. But I was hoping that we'd sim a little bit better. I was kind of relying on that we'd sim a little bit better, but we haven't. And Riley Green is battling. Former teammate of Juice Jr. Riley Green battling to stay alive. Maybe we should have chose the Mariners. I mean, they won 99 games last year. I don't know. I just didn't want to play for them. I don't know why. I just didn't want to. And I obviously didn't want to go back to the Yankees. We couldn't. I mean, we could, but it'd be stupid. Why would we wait all the way until January when we signed to just go back to the Yankees? And I couldn't go to the Astros. I mean, that's career suicide right there, going to the 60-something win Astros. I mean, what are we talking about? I think we found a good spot here in Minnesota, at least for a couple years. That's why we only signed the 2-year deal and not the 3-year deal. And I'm definitely going to go at least one more episode. I don't know if next episode will be the final episode of Juice Jr.'s career. He'll be most likely 34, 35 at that point. We'll see kind of where his stats are and where his career accomplishments are. How many more World Series is he, if he has any? Does he have an MVP by that point? We'll see what he's got. But we'll play these 2 seasons in Minnesota, and I'm not locating my pitches very well at all in this first game. We'll see where his career numbers are, where he ranks in terms of hits and home runs and all that kind of stuff. He's not going to be anywhere near his father, that's for sure. His father was the greatest of all time, and nobody will ever touch his numbers. But he'll have some decent numbers. It'll probably be 4 more seasons at the very least. Maybe 5. We'll see. It also depends on who offers us a contract next episode when we are done with the Twins. So that'll also play a factor. But we are not getting the Tigers to swing at anything. We are not locating our pitches. They're not chasing anything. I don't know what's going on here with these Tigers, but they are just... I mean, I've already thrown 30 pitches in the 3rd inning. That never happens. Maybe Juice Jr. don't have it anymore on the mound. Maybe it would be the right time to retire, because, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as simple. It doesn't feel as simple as it once had. Maybe the Tigers are just that good. All their hitters are very, very disciplined and have good plate vision. I don't know. Nice little sinker placement right there. And we'll go for a fastball up in the zone, and it's got him on a strike 3. Eric Mooney, money with 2 O's. Another out for the boy. Russell Guerrero. Yeah, I think at this point we're pretty much to the spot where everybody's that's in each team is going to be auto-generated. I guess not everybody, because we have a guy in Jacques Caglione and Paul Skeens both still here, but I'd probably say like 90% of the league is now auto-generated. Oh, that one is crushed. Stay fair, please. I think it will, and it does. It's a big-time home run, number 4 on the season for the Juice, giving us some insurance runs, much needed. Now it's 8-0. I think I only made it 5-0 because I think it was a 2-run homer, so adding 3 more runs on top of ours. You love to see it. Can we get Sean Torres to strike out here? Yes, we can. High heat, stinky cheese up in the zone. Couldn't handle it. 5th strikeout for the Juice. Carson Williams comes up. He will swing early on a 100-mile-an-hour fastball. He gets a piece of it, but not enough. There's the sweepy boy, and it's painted bottom left corner beautifully. We'll go for the high heat. And he was early, 103. We're getting that ball up to 103 miles an hour. Try hitting that. That's crazy. But he chases the slider, couldn't handle it. Wasn't ready for the slide piece. Not many people are, to be fair, so it's not, you shouldn't be too upset about that. Kyle Tucker gets a real good piece of the fastball, but I guess not good enough. It only flies to center field. And that is another out. Ooh, we're back to the plate. Let's go, baby. We got runners on first and second, nobody down. And a chance to mash another baseball. We'll see. They're still showing 2025 Rookie of the Year as one of my accomplishments. I'm 30 years old, dog. That is not going to be a home run, but it will be an RBI single into left field. Okay, I'll take it. It's not the home run I was looking for, but an RBI is an RBI. More insurance at the end of the day. And we have ourselves 12 more runs. Well, not 12 more runs, but 12 runs in total here in the 5th. We are absolutely cruising against Detroit. A 4-time All-Star for Riley Green. He got one in 2030. Good for him. Fastball up in the zone. He fouls it off. I kind of played my hand now with that fastball. Let's go sinker. Ooh, he got a piece of it. Sends it just foul. Wow, that was real dangerous. That could have very easily gotten fair and been a big-time hit. That would have been unfortunate. He hits the knuckleball, which is just crazy. Who hits the knuckleball? We'll try the slider. And got him swinging on the slider. Strike 3. Thank you very much. That's the 7th K of the day for the Juice. Joe Adell will come. He's hitting in the 5-hole. That seems a little bit weird for Joe Adell, but whatever. I didn't put this team together, so I don't know. Another former teammate of the Juice, and that is going to get by the second baseman. The perfect game is done. The perfect game bid is done through 4 1/3. That's upsetting. And it was Joe Adell who did it, out of all people. Like, if it would have been Kyle Tucker or Riley Green or somebody like that, I would have been like, all right, fair play to you. But it's Joe Adell. Luckily, we get the get back with the double play, so it's all good there. Drake Baldwin. I think he was on the World Series team as well. I can't remember. It's been a while now with the way... Oh, no, maybe not. He was required in 2032 in free agency for the Tigers, so maybe he wasn't in there. I don't know why I thought he was. We haven't been on the Tigers in 4 years or something, so it's been a minute. Let's try a slider down low, see if we can get him on it. Oh, he fouls it off. These Tigers are just... They're annoying me. They're staying alive, and they are continuing to battle. I mean, look at all these fouled off balls. It's crazy. Let's talk about it. Get out of here. Stop swinging and making contact. He breaks the bat on the slider inside. We field onto first, easy out. But, I mean, he made me work for that out, and I don't like it. I don't like a 1 iota. Fastball fouls off. Let's try the sweeper. He's the number 6 second base prospect in baseball. Good for this guy, Eric Money. There's the slider, and he's over the top of it. Swing and a miss. Another K for the Juice. That's number 8. Twins have never seen a pitcher as good as the Juice. Stares at a fastball. Russell Guerrero, 2 for 3 with a double. Well, you weren't hitting against the Juice last game, Russ. Let Russ cook? I don't think so. Here comes the slider. And he chased it. I mean, that was pretty obvious not to swing at it, but he swung at it anyway. Okay. Are we going to hit this time? We are hitting. Obviously, we got to try for the home run. Here we go. Ryan Nelson, give me something I can smash. He did, but I didn't smash it. I'm kind of disappointed in myself right now. What am I doing? Why am I not hitting home runs every single at-bat? What am I doing? I should be hitting home runs every single at-bat, but we just absolutely blow chunks every single time we're at the plate. No wonder we're not simulating very well, because when I'm on the sticks, we don't play very well. It translates, and it's not good. I would doubt that we'd go the full 9 innings. I mean, we've allowed the hit, so the perfect game is done. I guess we have the complete game shutout that they could theoretically let us get, but I mean, I don't even know if I want that at this point. I'll just take the win. I don't need any more complete game shutouts. I've got enough of those. Just pull me in the 8th. I mean, it's 13-0. You don't want to blow my arm out. Juice Jr.'s already injury prone. You don't want to blow his arm out. But we reached double-digit Ks in the debut for the Twins on the mound. And we try to mash Kyle Tucker, who's got a 16-game hit streak currently going. I'm assuming that's also extended from last season, because we haven't played 16 games, obviously. And they pulled me in the 8th. Beautiful. So we got pulled. Thank you very much for that. But now we just got to try to activate something at the mound or at the plate here. And that is a smashed baseball into the bullpen in left center field. Another home run. That's number 5 on the season already. And we should be able to get a win for our pitching record. And we do. 1-0. 15 runs we put up on the board. That's huge. All right. So I don't think we'll play the series against the Pirates. I think that'll be enough here against the Tigers. But we did debut for the Twins. We chose the Twins. And we have gotten ourselves a new little 2-year contract. Will we simulate well? I don't know. It's all up to chance. I don't know if we're going to simulate well. I hope we do. I hope we simulate well, but it's kind of up in the air. I don't know. You know what? Let's do a little bit of simming here at the end of the episode. We'll see if we start simulating very well or not. We take the series against the Pirates. This is what I've been doing, by the way, to get my pitching up instead of spending the tokens. Taking on the Red Sox. We're actually simulating very well right now. All right. Okay, we were on the mound there. We suffered our first loss. Oh my God. 11-0 when I was on the mound? See, that's the problem. I don't know why we simulate so poorly when we do that kind of stuff. It's kind of crazy. We lost another game when we're on the mound. Let's not do that. Are we going to have to spend all of our tokens on our per 9s? We might have to. And we see, look at that. We suffered a strained hamstring. I don't know why we're so injury prone. That happens almost every single sim. We suffer some sort of injury. It's kind of crazy. This Twins team has potential. We could certainly win a World Series with this Twins team. That's at least that's what it looks like. Although maybe not. We just lost to the Angels. So maybe not. How good are the Angels doing this year? They're 24-19. They're having a good season. But another loss. We're 3-4. See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know why we simulate so poorly. I really don't. We are 3-4 with a 3.81 ERA. We got 1,300 strikeouts in our career. We've got 12 home runs, hitting .298. All right. We're doing fine. We got 1,300 hits even. That's pretty cool. We'll see how we simulate. Let's finish that last series we got going on. All right. You know what? Let's just do the whole month. We might as well. We're already halfway through. Let's just simulate the whole month here. See how we do. Not doing too well. We're kind of up and down. I don't know how this team's going to play. It's hard to see. Sweep the Royals, though. Do some slider control, some sweeper control. All right, so we are 3-6. My God, we simulate so poorly. I don't know why we do. It's so weird. I guess we'll put some of these into our per nines. I mean, I don't have enough tokens really at all. But we gotta try something. We simulate so poorly. I mean, it's not like our per nines are bad. We're all in the low 70s. They're not horrible. Very strange. Very, very strange simulation for Juice Jr. Juice Sr. did not simulate this badly. He was actually pretty solid in sim. But that is going to do it for the episode. Next episode, we will be at the end of our contract with the Twins. So we'll simulate the rest of this year and all of next year. Hopefully, we have a couple World Series rings to add to our resume. Who knows? This Twins team kind of seems like they're middle of the road, but you never know. Maybe they get hot down the stretch. And we will pick a new team, maybe even retire. Who knows? It all is up in the air in the next episode. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much again for stopping by. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.